everybody knows your name. Laughter fills the air like a sweet refrain. Sit and share a story, but I drink or two. In this cozy bar, where dreams come true, where smiles and friends remain, and good times ease the pain. Here we go again.
Hello, hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know why that'd be just swell? We are having issues. Botrix has correctly joined the channel. For fuck's sake, man. Mandy, ads on old tablet. Yeah, you're supposed to get ads at the start, but not during the live. In theory, that's the way it goes anyway. That's the way it's supposed to be. Sweet holy Jesus. The hat, the famous hat. So it is working. Where is he? Come on. Buttons need to be pressed here. One sec. God. Just suddenly gone warm. We had a massive, and I mean massive, rainbow. Looking from the back garden, because it's been really sunny and really rainy at the same time. It looked amazing. Did I manage to catch it? I think I might have done, actually. I took a picture, but I don't know what it looks like. Oh, it was a double as well, by the way. It were a double rainbow, look at that for a rainbow, a double rainbow. Mazzy lad, absolutely mazzy. Throws the timer out, had to fast forward on what? On the old tablet. I know, but Dwayne Eddies, man, I need the money. It was sweet. The weather has been horrific today, by the way. And when I say horrific, I mean horrific. Yeah, it's just cash, isn't it? You know what I mean? I need the Dwayne Eddies. Because obviously, my car, it was making a bit of a noise on the way home. It might be nothing. It might be something. I'm hoping it's nothing. It's going in on Monday. I'll just say to Ian, have a listen to it and see what you think when it's moving. The weather was not just shuffly, Mandy. It looked amazing. I filmed some of it, but I don't think it came out as well on film as it did to naked eye. Because driving down the Brooms Cross expressway thing towards the M57, that looked glorious. And then on the M57, which is in the video that I posted earlier, that looked amazing as well, but it just didn't look that good on thingy-me-jig. But yeah, it was sunny, it was rainy. I did a complete tour of Wigan, despite the fact that I don't really think I needed to. I might have to go back. I didn't fast. I ate last night. What did I have? I had a cup of tea this morning as well. If they definitely need fasting bloods, I will have to go back. But look at that, man. Look how bad they look. Can you see them? I look like some kind of baghead. Banger voda. Just testing if the slots are on. No. The slots are not on. We are not slitties. Yeah. Sorry. Bit of green wing for you there. Very Vampiro. Just have to take at least 4 little bits for various people, and I might have to go back anyway, so we shall see. Steve-o! Hello to our Steve, out to our Helen, the Norfolk correspondent, doing remarkable work in the field, and also Ruby Roo, who is by far the best tennis ball retriever in the whole of East Anglia. Fact. We deal in facts on this channel. Yeah, boo indeed. And the crowning glory of all crowning glories, after all that, getting out the car when I got home, I went over on my ankle, which is now sore, and it's my bad ankle on my left hand side, and I didn't pick Jess up from work because I just sat there on the sofa, fell asleep on the sofa, but then just sat there in a complete daze, and she rang. What do you want? You're not picking me up? I looked up, oh shit, I am exhausted with a capital Hegs. I had to go out to Boots. The woman that I've seen today, the plastic surgeon woman, gave me a handout and a load of information as well. There's some stuff that I needed to put into my eye, which has got hyaluronic acid and something else, and it's got no preservatives in it. 15 quid a bottle, like. But just keep putting that in there. And also I've ordered something off the internet, off Amazon. It's like cling film that you put over your eyes, and it completely seals it, so nothing gets in or out. And even if you put in like an oily overnight viscous liquid, once you put that over it, it might stop that bit sticking, but it doesn't stop, or doesn't let anything else go in. So I bought some of that. I also had to buy some freezer gel for my ankle and my knee, which is also swollen. I've hit me 3,000 steps today. I've done 4 motorways, like I said on the video. M57 to Wiston, M62, M6 to Wigan, M58, and then up towards Southport. That's the proper. And also, right, I know the Northwest fairly well. I didn't realise the A49 was just every single road in the northwest of England. Genuinely, it's in Wiston, it's in St Helens, it's in Wigan, it's in Newton Le Willows, it's in bloody Ormskirk. It's mad, it's everywhere. But I know where the place is now, so hopefully, although saying that, I went from the south today, I'll be going from the north next time. If I need to go back to Wiston, which it looks like I will do, I'll have to go back on a Monday to the physio people, see if they can make something out of this. I am falling to pieces. I was amazed speaking to the woman now, to the surgeon, when she said what she was going to do. Are you all right getting surgery? I was like, well, if it fixes things, yes, not a problem. So yep, the top eyelid. She said, I mean, me right eye, said it shouldn't be as protruding as it is, because maybe there's a thyroid issue, so possibly I need to get checked for that. Normally the eyelids are just below or just above the iris. Mine, you can see loads of the white underneath it, or the red underneath it. But that lid, the top lid, there's going to be a little tiny, she also said it looks like a minor, a little tiny miniature chain, like bracelet, made out of platinum, and that will drag things down. So when I do try and close my eye, it's just helping gravity. The underneath, there's a thing in your head there, like a tendon, and it's covered by fascia, which is the connective tissue. That's going to be made into a hammock that will go from there to there. That will drag that up, so that'll come down, that'll come up. That is hollow. So liposuction is going to take fat from somewhere and put it into there. So that's a bit more hollowed out, sorry, a bit more fattened out, and on the cheekbone as well, to give it a bit more definition. She said I could have the eyebrow raised slightly, so it's more symmetrical with the other one. Not asked about that, as long as I can close my eye. And if she wants to do a little bit extra around here to make it look a little bit more normal, then I'm alright with that. But it doesn't have to be symmetrical. But yeah, My mum took me to see doctors when I was like newborn and when I was a kid and what have you. They couldn't do anything back then. In the 70s, couldn't do anything. Whereas now, the techniques are better. They know what they're doing. So hopefully, things are looking up. I might not look quite as much of a bin fire next time. Well, say next time. It could be, she said it used to take 12 months, but the waiting times come down to 6 months, maybe quicker depending on how many are in at the time. So what we on now? September. It could be February, March. I might have a new face. Do I need a new passport at that point, a new driving licence? I don't know. Face yet, Steve? I can do that in Flint, defo. How boss would I look with Flint on here? Proper Flint work. I'd look rock, literally. What happens if I end up looking like Brad Pitt? Brad Tit, more like Bad Tit is what I'm going to end up looking like. I have had pictures taken in the past where they've split me down the middle of the face and put 2 left-hand sides together and 2 right-hand sides together. The 2 left-hand sides together, I looked like something out of a horror film. I know I do anyway. The 2 right-hand sides together, I looked fairly presentable. So hopefully, if they get it done, I might look a little bit more camera-friendly from now on. We shall see. But as long as it fixes it, I'm alright. Laz, how you doing, bud? It's going to take a hell of a lot more than that. To make me look like Brad Pitt is going to take dynamite and or some kind of massive fire, I think. But it might improve. It's going to be a ball ache getting all the way down to Whiston every Monday, if it's every Monday. I'm going to have to speak to my boss tomorrow, wise her up on what's happening. I don't know how long the recovery will be. I don't think it's going to be long, is it? From surgery. It's not like fixing a broken leg or, I don't know, having a 7th bollock installed or something. I don't know. But you know what I mean? Hopefully it'll be fairly quick. She said she'd try and keep the scars hidden away above the hairline and within the folds of the eye and what have you. So hopefully it's not that bad and it's a quick heal. Am I getting the scouse fixed? Unfortunately, that's beyond repair. Now the face is getting a slight adjustment. Been to see a plastic surgeon in Whiston Hospital today about fixing some of the problems from birth, but also some of it's on the same side, the stroke issue as well. So I might look slightly more presentable. She was lovely as well, the woman. She was talking about, well, you know, when you're younger and this gets done, and then she just went, I'll just come out and say, you know, you are getting older, so your face will become a little bit more saggy and stuff like that. So yeah, I do know that. I wake up every morning in absolute agony. I know I'm getting old. I know I'm getting pained and what have you. Faces are not supposed to be symmetrical at all. They're not. If they are, do you know, if they are, I think there's been research done on this, or at least a test or something. If faces are too symmetrical, they don't look natural. They don't look normal, and people don't trust the people who look like that. Whereas if there's just a little bit of, if it's completely asymmetrical, like my face is, nobody trusts you and you look like an absolute bellend. But if it's just a little bit, people always go for that look. It's amazing. Yeah, if I get to shut my eye, I'm not asked about a scar or 2. I even said to her at the time, doesn't bother me. I mean, obviously if you can hide them, and if not, I'll just say I was mauled by a tiger. So I get to tell people I was in some kind of, you know, wonderful, you know, experience. Yeah, a new passport, who knows? A new modelling career, doing me blue steel. Yeah, that's why the Hollywood stars definitely do not look right after surgery. Good surgeons would make them look asymmetrical, just a little bit, just like 3% asymmetrical, because that looks far more natural. Yeah, people with eyes too wide apart, don't trust them, or too close together. Same thing. You haven't got to be perfect, you just got to be sound, you know what I mean? Ali Ali O! Yo yo, Ali Ali O! So it's going to be interesting. When she was talking about it though, I'd never had a conversation like this. The woman actually used the phrase, we are going to be harvesting fascia from your head. Harvesting, and I laughed and she started laughing. So I just think straight away the ice was broken, and because I wasn't asked about anything, well, would you mind me doing this? Yeah, do it, go on, do it. Not bothered. Just try and help me. I've had 52 years of this. I'd like to have at least, if I've got 10 more years left on the planet, to be a little bit less painful. Will that be alright, please, please, please? So, yeah. I mean, while she's in there, if she wants to give me 36 double Ds, who am I to argue? A nice butt lift. What else can she do for me? I should have got my nose done when I first got it broke. That was, jeez man, when was that? That would have been when I was in my 20s, early 20s. Got it broke once. As it was healing, the lads in the pub who were piss-taking bastards dragged me to the floor and pretending to kidnap me, and ended up breaking my nose again accidentally. So that's why there's an S at the top of it. Broke one way, then the other. I never got it fixed. My breathing's bad. It was never this shape when I was born. Tummy tuck, what do you call me? If you want to take some fat from there to put there, you know, I haven't got a huge amount of fat there. My weight has evened out, a nice 93 kilos, so I'm alright there. But it's really interesting, just speaking to the woman and knowing that she knows what she's doing was really, really interesting. Are you feeling better, Steve-O? Helen's got whatever it was you had. Stop kissing her then. Casanova. Johnson extension. Not needed, mate. I mean, it's small, but it just doesn't get used anyway. Or do you mean open till 2 o'clock in the morning on bank holidays? Know what I mean, mate? It's not worth having a Ferrari if you can't drive, is it? Yeah, get well soon, Helen. Doing remarkable coughing in East Anglia. Jean Jay's crossed. Yeah. So what a mad day. I'm in pain. I'm tired. What else? My car might need a little bit extra doing to it. I don't know. I'll ask Ian. I've got more stuff in my diary coming up. Dentist coming up as well. Although my dentist has now left. I got used to this fantastic woman that was there, who now has left. Now to be replaced by some geezer who I've not met yet. But no doubt he's going to be the same, so shouldn't be an issue. But it's quite an intimate thing, isn't it, your dentist? Obviously, if he's climbing inside your mouth 3 times a year, 4 times a year rather, you need to get on with them. So we'll see how that goes. That's going to be in December, that though. This next week's just a hygienist. It's big enough to fill a pram. It is. Just. It's only small, but there's 15 stone behind it. Yeah, really interesting day. That drive was a lot better and a lot easier than I thought. Apart from Western Hospital. When I got there, I thought I knew where I was going. And I must have took a turn that was slightly wrong, just slightly, and ended up nowhere. Carried on going past it. Went round the corner, had a quick look on the maps, and then found out where I took the wrong turn. And when I got in, loads of disabled parking, so it was alright. I'm happy with that. When I need to go back, I'll know where I'm going. It's not that far either. Just off the M57, 2 miles down the road, so it's a piece of piss. What we on? Beer. We are beer. The winner is beer. That's beer. Yeah, at least once that I know of. Only once. No one's come knocking on the door with some ugly little fucker. Well, ugly tall fucker who looks like me, so. Let's have a beer only. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Your van went in for a service, ended up having new back brakes, including a new caliper and a front hub bearing, 700 quid. Just gone, man. Yeah, I know what you mean. Mine's been sound, apart from there's a place where I have to go over a little one lane bridge over a canal. So you've got to open the window and then beep to hear if anyone's coming the other way. And I could hear something from underneath the car. Just a little bit of a, I don't know, a rattly sound. Which sped up when I sped up and slowed down when I slowed down. Don't know what it's going to be. Ian will sort it out for me though. But I was hoping it was just going to be an A service. Oil change, filters, done. Evidently not. Doesn't sound like the exhaust, Mandy. It speeds up when you go quicker. Whereas an exhaust can just sound like bangy, bangy, bangy all the way through. I had to look underneath it. Well, I say I had to look underneath it. The GoPro went underneath it. Can't see anything out of the ordinary. But just let's hope it's something straightforward. I don't need any more outgoings. Especially if I've got to have plastic surgery, like. I know it's on the NHS, but I'm going to tell people I'm spending 50 grand on it. The hub would start humming over 30 miles an hour. This was even as I was coming into park on the driveway, doing about 5. You could hear it. And then as I got slower and slower, it slowed down. Doesn't sound like it's something in the wheel. Doesn't sound like something loose in the boot. Oh, that reminds me, yeah. That vicar I knocked off his bike. I have to let him out later, make sure he's alright. Give him some water. Some feckin' water. Lads, how are your wings? How are they getting on? I saw the thumbnail, I didn't manage to see the video. As I've been dicking about all day. Oh, man. Dolphin friendly Earl Grey in a thermos because I'm worth it. That is a good cup of tea, that. Just the right temperature. Perfect. Perfect. I took one with me, obviously, when I was out earlier. Which is a mistake, really, isn't it? Because what happens when you're out in the car and you need to pee? There's nowhere to go. Cheers, Ali. Cheers, cheers, cheers. If you've not seen Laz's channel, you should go and watch it. Fantastic stuff. The man has skills. He's got the S kills to pay the B ills. You know what I'm saying? Vic will at 2k soon, she will do. Oh, and take an empty one. I don't want it to stay warm, Mandy. I don't want it to stay warm. I have got a piss bottle. Obviously. It's the one that I used to sing Sledgehammer to, but changed the words to piss bottle. I wanna be your piss bottle. Not far off. Who was the fella? I'm gonna find this out now. I followed someone on a live the other night, didn't I? Just let me have a look. Where is he? Where is he? It's in here somewhere. No. Hang on. Captain Kayaking, do you remember him? I think he said he's near, is it Western Supermare or somewhere down there. I followed him and he's got some gorgeous dogs himself as well. Gorgeous dogs. Stunning dogs. So even though I'm not part of the dog community, I have to be careful saying that. Takes his dogs paddleboarding, lovely stuff. We'll do it out in the back garden. He done a live the other day as I think a bit of a test, and they look amazing, stunning looking dogs, man. Don't know what they are, but gorgeous. So there's a proper dog community out there, isn't there? Again, I need to be really careful saying that because we all know about the types of dog communities that are out there as well, don't we? But you see, part of that community, you reach out, don't you? Follow, watch, it expands. Same thing's happening with Vic. Hopefully, if she gets to a 2,000, the 3,000 won't be that far behind, I'm sure. I need a Myron. I could do with a Myron, apart from I almost broke my neck today anyway, so I don't need a yappy little bastard on a lead trying to trip me up. Fierce, rough creatures they are. Maybe once I get healthy, if I get healthy, I might get one. You never know. I'm sore today though. It's not just the ankle, not just the knee, shoulder, wrist as well. My entire left hand side is sore. A robot Myron. We have a squishy one. A squishy Myron. Would a robot one work? We also, of course, have a brass Myron. Everyone likes a brass Myron. Richie, how you doing? Flyby visit, no worries. Are you driving tonight? Are you racing? The dog from Toy Story, yeah. You know what, if I just switch it off when you've had enough. How can you ever have enough of a robot sausage dog? I mean, come on. Be fair, Mandy, be fair. If you had a robot sausage dog, would you ever switch the bloody thing off? You couldn't, could you? A robot Myron. You'd have one in every single room, just in case. If the lottery comes in tonight, 500 robot Myrons, a football and a stadium. There you go, we'll do that. Or 250 robot Myrons versus 250 actual live fleshy Myrons. People are now watching this on demand thinking, what the bleeding hell's that? All sausage dogs are called Myron. Change my mind. There you go. I am convinced. Fucking hell, man. Has it gone warm? Racing for a bit. Good stuff, man. Good luck. Drive safe. No drink driving either. Can you get checked on stuff like that? I'd love to do a little bit of a racing sim kind of thing, but I've only got one hand. I have to drive an automatic one-handed. I don't think they've got the pads that I've got. So I can't change cars. Or if I do, I'm going to spend another 1,500 bloody quid. Heroes, Ali and Mandy, I agree 100% they are. Fantastic. There's not enough hours in the day for that, Richie. Obviously bloody not, there isn't. Never stopping, never stopping. It's good though. At least you keep him busy. Some people are miserable bastards and do nothing all day. Well, usually. Today was unusual, wasn't it? I was out and about, so I was. But then that also tells me, why don't I just get in the car occasionally and drive somewhere? It doesn't have to be far away. Wigan looked rather nice today. Started 4 months ago, you're still crap. It's more about racing with the community. You won't be crap. There'll be better people than you. There always is. Every time you do anything, there's always someone bloody better than you. Yeah, it's about the community. I think community is most important with anything. Whether it's online gaming, racing, Call of Duty, whatever. Whether it's having a YouTube channel. Anything like that. the community side of it is more important. That's where you get the most benefit, I think. Mental health wise, that's where you get your most benefit as well. Like there's a lad I follow on, well, was on Twitter, Roy. He's a spoken word artist from Liverpool, PJ Smith. He sent me an email with some writing that he'd done about 7 years ago. Have a read of this, lad, and see what you think. So I had to read through it. It's good stuff, that. And then within the space of 4 years, he had a book published. I think he's writing a film. He's doing tours all around the UK. Absolutely amazing. But he's a recovering addict. And he's got a place in Liverpool for recovering addicts. And everything they do, everything that works, is through community. So they get these lads, scals, who've been on gear all their life, who are suddenly into cheese tasting, painting. They've never done any art in their life. They're writing poetry. They're going for early morning swims in the freezing cold water, going on bike rides. Everything is about community. That's what gets them away from whether it's drink, substance abuse, anything like that. It's community. Just drags you out of it. Brilliant. Mandy, you've sent a link. I can't open that, Mandy. That's filthy. Gamers are a great community-based community. Well, they are, aren't they? Everyone's got something in common. That's the good thing about it. I noticed that I used to play Call of Duty all the time before my left hand stopped working. And we'd play with the lads from work. We were in a clan called Yamar. Scouse clan, Yamar, obviously. And just having the headsets on, talking to the lads of a night, having a few beers or a glass of wine, used to laugh my bollocks off. Brilliant. Wigan looked kind of nice. It's like, all right. There's a sentence you didn't expect to hear. Do you know what, Steve? Wigan and St Helens, big rugby places, and they get this reputation of being absolute shitholes. There's reservoirs around there. There's woods. There's the Pennines are just across the way. Absolutely incredible. Some lovely places around there. Wigan's not that far away from where Louise is. Just a little bit further up on the M6 and then hang a right. So it's the Forest of Bowland is there. You've got where else? Shevington Pike up near Bolton. Rivington Pike. Rivington Pike is up near Bolton. Brilliant. Ali, you don't game, but you sub to a load of gamers. Well, you understand what the community is all about, don't you? Richie, see you later, mate. Don't worry. Don't worry. Oh, fucking hell. My head's going west here. Good luck. Good luck with the racing. Traction control, yeah. Woof, woof, Dotty. Woof, woof. Indeedly doodly. Oh, here we go. That looks insane. What does it do? Oh, right, so it's a bendy. Do we get one? Do we buy one? Do we? 20% off if you buy two. Who the fuck's buying two of them? It's either 1 or 500, obviously. It is. I like it. Man, they used to play loads of games, but not online. Oh yeah. Not those kind of games, young lady. The online gaming I think is fantastic because of the whole community thing and being able to, like I say, the lads from work, we all used to work in the same building and then we'd go to like the 4 or 5 different corners of the UK or Liverpool, same thing. We'd live miles away from each other, but we could sign in of a night, all play, all have a laugh, grew our little community as well. That was a weird day. We all bought PS3s, I think it was, on the same day. I walked into the pub, the first Nash, everyone carrying these big, really expensive at the time, gaming consoles. Right, I'm only having 2 pints, then I'm going home to set this up. We all went home, nobody was online that night because it takes about 4 days to set up. Yeah, boss, I miss that. I miss gaming in general. One for me, one for Jess. We could take them out for walks together. Computer games, yes. You're more into building stuff, not killing stuff. So you're more into the likes of Sims and empire building and all that kind of stuff. I like all that as well. Good stuff, man. But also the first person shooters are quite good. Get out your system. Go and blasting people all night. You don't need to do it in real life then, do you? Get out your system. Pump it up. Pump it up. Yep. Minecraft. Never played Minecraft. My nephew did. He was heavily into it. I think my daughter played it as well. It's not my scene, man. Call of Duty all the way. Steve-O saw someone selling a Citroen Berlingo today. Turned into a tiny camper van. Looked brilliant. It was only 1,800 quid. Oof. Do you know, I'd love one. The woman who lives down the road there, who's constantly out and about, she bought a Berlingo and then did it up herself on the channel. And what she's done, everything that's in there is modular. So nothing's drilled into. If you drill into something in a car, you have to then, it changes like the insurance group and what have you. So she made it all modular and it was fairly straightforward by the look of it. I mean, she's very talented. But yeah, it looked brilliant. They seem to be a really good vehicle for camper vans. 1,800 quid's nothing as well, isn't it? Man, I could do with that. Oh. Man, you don't want to shoot anything real or pixel. Give me 20 minutes, I'll have you wanting to shoot something. Kirsty, how you doing? Crucible Vegging. I saw them supporting 8 Mile Radius in Toronto in 72. Even when you did archery, round targets only, you were still hitting a target, Mandy. I forgot you were a proper archer as well, weren't you? A proper archer in the area. Yeah, Kirsty, you missed Bat Talk on Wednesday, was it? Well, when I say Bat Talk, it wasn't just Bat Talk. It was Bat Filth is what it was. Bat Filth. Utter Filth. Hang on. Yep, Ali, hope you had a lovely day, Ali. I agree with that. Great sentiments indeed. No falling over, no black eyes. That's what I've got to look forward to, I reckon, you know. Slice under, slice over, slice here. That's going to be a black eye, isn't it? I wonder. Do I wear... Oh, man. Do I wear massive sunglasses when I do live streams? Like a boxer does after a fight. Do I do that? Or do I just jib it completely? Will I be in too much pain to talk? Steve-O, you played World of Tanks Blitz for years. Very good game and simple enough for you to play. I think I've played that in the past. I love stuff like that. And the more simple a game, the better. Which is why Tetris is one of the most successful games in history. Because it's a piss easy premise. And then 9 hours later, you've got cramp in your thumbs and that tune is in your head forever. Because it's like that. And that's the way it is. Huh. Check it out later. Kirsty, you'll be surprised. There are some things that you might want to look into on one of your live streams. There was, I think, about 7 or 8 things that cropped up in that stream that you could possibly just go and take straight away. You'd have a week's worth of stream sorted. Cartoon Avatar, me. Yeah, but the cartoon Avatar would be pre-Brad Pitt me, wouldn't it? Or maybe that's even better, because you keep on getting used to it, and then 1 second I'll just go bing. Oh, blue steel. Looking gorgeous. He's not going to look gorgeous. Tom, 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 tom. It's going to be interesting now. I don't know how it's going to work. I would think anything to do with your eyes would bruise fairly easy. I wear a hat, so any cut that's made there, not going to be an issue, is it? Maybe a bandana or a do-rag. That's what they call them, isn't it? Get a do-rag, so it looks like I'm either a blood or a crip. Well, I went for a blood test today. Will it come back whether I'm a blood or a crip? I don't know yet. I'm looking forward to it. I just want to get it done to see what it looks like. If you could press a button and show me what I'm going to look like, I'd be happy with that. But can you? Tanya? Hang on. What is she saying now? It's going to be interesting, isn't it? I was thinking about it as well on the way home. How, if at all, do I document the process? I'm not sure they would allow a camera crew to come in with me, and I wouldn't want to sit there with a camera on the desk while I'm talking to the woman. What do I do about it? Can I do anything? Should I do anything about it? Should I document the process? It is part of the recovery from stroke, isn't it? If that's what they're doing it for as well. I don't know. I have to think about that and find a way of doing it. Mandy, show us your books, Mandy. Show us your books. What are you up to? Voice recorder. Oh, I could actually, couldn't I? Just have like a carousel of pictures of the outside of the hospital and what have you. And then what I looked like before, what I looked like straight after, what I looked like a week or two after, what I looked like when it was healed. I don't know. Could do that. And then just talk about my experiences. Stuck on book 1. This book 1 of 600, book 1 of 2. How many? Oh. Nowhere. I was telling Jess about it earlier on. They're doing what? Yeah, they're doing that, are they? Why? They probably film the procedures anyway, just ask for a copy. I could, I'll ask. I'll ask my new Northern Irish mate. About you. Would I want to see it myself? Would I really want to? Like my dad, the procedure that he had, right? My dad has had loads of surgery over the years because of football and what have you. Doesn't bother him in the slightest. When they said he was going to have heart surgery, he went, yeah, go on, sound. When do I come in? And then they never showed him what they did to him. But there's a TV show, and some woman was getting the exact same surgery as my dad, the exact same procedure, and he watched it and he was almost sick. I mean, that's what they did to me. No. What's her name? Helen, I think her name is. I was my head was wrecked this morning. I was up at 7. Piggly ding next. Up at 7, back home for 12:30, I think it was. On the road, hospital to hospital. Head absolutely burst. Lads back, phoned that out, what a pain that is, man. But yeah, we'll have to rename you the king of the charges. We have the queen of lost charges, but like, every queen needs someone to reign with. Yeah, but she was lovely. So the woman who's in the ophthalmic department over in Southport is also from Northern Ireland. And it's the same kind of thing where just, I don't know if it's the voice or just the way they are, the two women. As they're talking, explaining things, I can understand everything perfectly what they're talking about. I can picture it in my head and I feel calm about it all. It's brilliant. So when, like, they say, do you mind me doing this? No, go for it. Just fucking go for it, man. Do you mind me wiggling your eyelid around? Sound. Do you mind me pushing your eyeball? Go for it, man. Just don't volley me in the clacker bag and I'll be alright. You know where all your charges are. So you're one ahead of Kirsty on that one. Just king of phone charges, there you go. King of Lakey. What was that for? I was still game, wasn't it? Winston, king of Lakey. One in the extension, one next to your bed, one near the chair, and last is sat in the drawer just in case. Absolutely. I'm the same. I've got them absolutely everywhere. I think there's 3 plugged in next to the side of my bed. There's 2 here. No, actually, there's 3 here. One currently plugged into the Bluetooth speaker. One plugged into one of the battery chargers, but not the other one. My phone is currently plugged into one of them. Just fucking everywhere, aren't they? Because you get them with everything nowadays as well. If you buy something, you get a free charger. You know, kilo of mints is a charger. Fucking everywhere. Sparkle has another 2. Ali, you've only got 1 charger. How can you only have 1 charger? I threw away a full Tesco bag full of chargers the other week. Just stuff that I found. When you buy something like that, light, it comes with a charger. Little mini USB-C to USB-C with a DJI mini mic chargery thing at the end. They are literally everywhere. Everywhere, man. Only counting Type-C chargers, yeah, because otherwise you'll be the same as me, won't you? There'll be all kinds of other mad shite everywhere. Got me the charger for that camera. Charger for the Nikon, because that's an old DSLR as well. It's not even a mirrorless camera, it's a proper old school one. That's a different one. Another charger there, that's for something else. I was looking for that the other day. That is a USB mini. What's that for? That's for the GoPro Hero 4. Fucking hell, man. I've got too much shite. The GoPro Hero 4 needs a mini USB. That's a C. It is USB-C. The Nikon you can also charge on that USB mini. Ali is the only 1 phone charger, but I've got millions of the bastards. Just literally everywhere. Another one there. Because that would plug into one of the lights, one of the little lights. You know, counting camera and switch chargers, Type-C as well, yeah, and about 12 micro USB leads. Just fucking everywhere, aren't they, man? I was surprised how much I had, literally, because I've got baskets everywhere. Big baskets full of stuff. I'll have something full of, you know, pens, paper, pads, a lot of work stuff that I need, stationery stuff. Then there'll be one full of tech, lights, mics, Um, ball heads. What do you call me? Suction cup mount, all that kind of stuff. And then when I had to look through, every single basket had some charger in there that I didn't need. Little tiny ones about that big. I don't need them. Why did I have them? That'll come in handy. Bollocks to that. Fuck off. Should have finished Ted's talk animation. Give you something to watch. Don't be doing TED talks. Oh, you mean Ted's? Not counting the plastic models that I've... That's how my... Oh man, just everywhere, everywhere, aren't they? You must be the same, Mandy. You started, kind of started a water one too. Ooh, water. We need water. We do need water. People do drink water, don't they? I've seen people actually walk into pubs asking for water. Actual water. Can I have some tap water, please? Fucking hell, mate. Have a look what's behind you. There's all kinds of stuff here. Have something nice. What else is needed? For the time being, we have got a tech placeholder, and we are talking tech, aren't we, at the moment?
Memory is RAM.
That, by the way, is quite handy if you want to do a vector sort of cartoon of any picture. ChatGPT does them very well. Surprised me how good it came out. I did one of me as well, which I think is on one of me thumbnails somewhere. Quite good. Yeah, people drinking water, you put them in the same boat as wide or narrow-eyed people. Strange. I mean, I don't drink alcohol myself anymore, but if I went into a pub, I'd ask for something a bit more in-depth than that. I should do Adobe Lips on him. Only on Richard Ayoade. I can't do his voice, otherwise I could have done, couldn't I? Or do you mean on me? On me? Where is it? Must be here somewhere. They are good. ChatGPT is really good for stuff, but you need to know exactly what you're putting in there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Ah, I know where it is. Clipped. Clipped, man. Clipped. So, of course, you don't get a shitload of... Nowhere to be seen. Nowhere to be seen. You don't get a load of them. A load of pictures that you can do every day, but you can do some really good stuff on there. ChatGPT is also really good for writing words. Like YouTube descriptions and things. Just saying. Just saying. I've got the voice, extract audio. I think the voice would be the thing that you need to watch out for. Those are the things that get people copyrighty stuff. Don't know why. Noise, music especially, gets picked up really quickly. I got picked up for the first Everton game, didn't I? I told you that, didn't I? 4 different copyright claims. So I just went in and got rid of all of it. Which worked quite well, I think. In a pub, then it's coffee or juice, unless it's a special occasion. Yeah, coffee for me, I think. Not that I've been in a pub for pure ages. Like, it is ChatGPT, not PickGPT. It does work alright though, for stuff like that. Surprisingly good. But definitely, like I said, I can't be asked writing my own descriptions. So I get it to, if I do one of me talking head things in the car, which is what most of my stuff is, I will share that video, get the link, put it into a YouTube video transcriber. It generates a transcript. I then put that into ChatGPT and say, create an SEO optimized YouTube video description using the following transcript, paste, and it does it for you. I'm trying it for about a year or so, and I'm already getting much better views than I was. I don't know if that's a coincidence, but seems to be working, so may as well stick with it. And at the end of it, I'm now in a position where I understand how to write my own descriptions better, because it's showing me how to write descriptions of my videos. Same with the thumbnails. I'm getting better at them, I think. Or I'm getting better at YouTube thumbnails. Not the ones I want to actually make, but you've got to play the game, haven't you? It can't do animation because it's not an animation thing. Lies. 3 weeks of I'm working on it. It can't do it. It's not an animation and it's not a graphics AI. Those exist. VO3 works, but you need to have loads of credits to do with stuff, I think. VO3. I think some of that is on Leonardo.ai, which is the one I use for Jeff on a Sunday. I haven't tried it yet though, because I need the credits. I'm not paying for credits. I can just about do his stuff every week and some bits during the week. It's not raining in here. I thought it was raining through the window, it's not. Yeah, then actually I can't do it. Should say I can't do it. Mandy needs a free rigging. A free rigging app. Free rigging and the frigging. And there's back all else to do. Is there nothing available? There's got to be something out there. There always is. P-break animation. Who needs a P-break? P-break. Jenksy, what about you? We did have Piggly Ding. You can go behind the bar. How are you, Jackie? How are you? I was talking to one of your lot today. She wants to slice me up. I'll fucking cut you so well. That's what she said. That's exactly what she sounded like. Ali, you were lubriced. Right. Sorry. Lo siento. Muchacha. Water. Right, no water. You'll have to have something else instead. Hally ho. You've just been to the toilet and you're sending me a pic. What on earth are you going on about? That is a proper cloud. Look at that. That's the start of a thundery cloud, that, isn't it, I think? That'll be what it is. You started it over there in bloody Ireland and sent it over here, so it pissed down with rain. We needed it. That was t'other evening. Yeah, it's been raining here for the last 4 or 5 days. It's good though, because the actual grass on the front is green now, rather than orange. Rude? What's rude, Mandy? What's rude? We don't got no fucking water. It's done fuck all but rain for a week or more in Ireland. In Ireland. Somehow, Jackie, who's I think 76 this year, and has lived in Ireland for 85 of those 76 years, is surprised by the fact that it's rained in bloody Ireland. That's why the place is green, as opposed from grey. Oof. That's a dark sky apart from in that direction heading west towards Ireland. There's a lovely little bit of blue there now, it's gorgeous. The cloud is rude. Oh, hang on. Oh, yes, actually. It is a bit filthy. Yeah, filthy beggar. Oh, you mucky pup. Filthy. Oh man. I've got to pick Jess up in the morning. Remind me definitely to pick my daughter up in the morning. Definitely. She's my smooth too. Jeff, that got changed today. Why didn't that get changed? That should have got changed. We're not having that. What did I put instead? I put something else instead and I can't think now. Balls to it. You are sick to death of it. It's not good for the mental health. Too late for you. Too late for you with the mental health. She's not right in the fucking head, that Jackie Lewis one. So she's not. Filthy. Only filthy to a mucky mind. Which I think, Steve, means all of us in here, doesn't it? You never thought like that, you swear. You shouldn't be swearing, Ali. Shouldn't be swearing. But it does look the bollocks, literally. Saved a reel about a bloke taking a picture of a plane going in front of the moon. I've seen a few of them. They look, if you can get it right, if you can get the right distance between you and the plane, it looks absolutely stunning. Stunning. The same as the people that got pictures of the International Space Station flying across it as well. Absolutely amazing. Anyone watching on Twitch? There's 6,000 people over on Twitch. There's not 6,000 people over on Twitch. There's 2 over there, but I think both of them might be me. Don't matter. Twitch was going to be a backup in case YouTube didn't work. And let's face it, YouTube's working, isn't it? Pretty much. Twitch, I haven't seen any updates, but Twitch was going through that bad period last week where they got rid of all the bots, and then all of a sudden people are just, no one's got anyone watching them anymore, which means they were all cheating bastards. Should be able to do that moon plane thingy. If I can work out where the planes are, I mean, I've got flight radar and I know where the moon is, but it's actually making sure that it's perfect. Don't know, we'll have to look into that. Hi to Twitchy me. What is Twitch, Jaggy Lewis? It is a streaming site. Same as YouTube, but not for videos and stuff, just streaming really. Loads of gamers stream on there. And just chatting, which is what we do. We're on the just chatting section of Twitch. The idea was to get loads of subs on there, make money, and then buy a camper van and just drive around all over the place, being epic. And unfortunately, it ain't working, bro. Grumpy Helen makes a change from Grumpy Steve. I'm not surprised if pair of you are grumpy if you're struggling with illness. It's horrible, isn't it? Yes, just chatting. Just chatting. Twitch is what made your computer crash earlier while you tried streaming a game. It's a ball ache, isn't it, Twitch? It doesn't allow you to stream at the same bit rate as YouTube. So you then got to start messing around with, I think it's only 6,000 kilobits per second or whatever it is. Which is, this does way better on YouTube. I'm pointing at 2 different things. You can't even see what I'm pointing at. What a stupid thing to do. Yeah, but it's a ball ache. Absolute ball ache. Best way you can do it, I suppose, is if you do it to Restream or StreamYard, whichever one it is, then they send it to YouTube and Twitch separately. They do all the encoding, but then you got to pay for that monthly. Because, you know, obviously everything's bloody money these days. Annoys the life out of me, especially those things where you've got to pay every month, a subscription every single month for everything that you use. Why? The only people who can afford to do that are people who are on, 200,000 subscribers and stuff like that. The amount of money coming in, you can afford to pay for what you need. Stupid. At some point it's all going to fall apart. Just greed, man. Oh, you are spoiling, Ellen. Bought some new clothes for your holiday. Very nice. You've even got her first Christmas present. I always thought it was on the ball City, not on the ball Steve-O, but you're sorting it, mate. You are sorting it. OBS Streamlabs will dual stream. I'm dual streaming on OBS at the moment. That's the ball like with this. I'm streaming to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. You've got to mess around with so many settings just to get them to work. Whereas if you could just have one top-down setting of 12,000 kilobits per second and then split it going out, it'd be easier, but it's not. So it basically takes 2 loads of encoding rather than just one, because they're absolute dog wankers. Just have the same encoding bit rate across all systems. Easy. No, they can't, can they? Alright. The only way a lot of sites will make any money, it will be that or feet pics, obviously. Oh, you mean foot rubs and chocolate? Always nice, always nice. No, we don't mind tea towels. Tea towels are good. What's this one? What have we got now? Another beer, another bearoni, another bearoni. Let's have a beer, let's have a bearoni. Come on, get off the screen. Off the screen, go on, there you go. Bit of bearoni. Ding dang do. Ali, you missed Yellow Submarine earlier. Oh. Should we see if we can play it again for you later? There you go, bit of bearoni. Still not figured out how to combine the chats from portrait and horizontal stream on YouTube. I sort of did. There's a program I use called Social Stream Ninja, and because you're making 2 separate streams on YouTube, one for the horizontal, one for the vertical, it just you can have 2 separate ones on Social Stream Ninja. As long as you activate both of them, you can then aggregate them into one chat. So it does work in theory, but you've got to work hard at making it work. But have a look into that Social Stream Ninja. If you have a look on YouTube as well, see if there's any videos about it, because it's fairly straightforward to use. That's what I'm using now, just to read the chat myself. I've got it open in a browser on the screen so I can see what's on there. Helen doesn't do foot rubs or chocolate anymore. Ah. She's happy having a cuppa made for her. She's a good gal, she is. A smasher. Absolute smasher. You're too rough. You got workies hands. Oh, that's the hands of actual honest toil you're talking about there. Not like these velvet gloves. Uptime. This stream started 1 hour 7 minutes ago. Did it? Not sure that's right. 1:11 it should be. Work hard. Yeah, lazy mini painting. It says, does exactly what it says on the tin. Oh, different skills though. I couldn't do what you do. Obviously, only having one hand that works is a bit of a ball ache, but just haven't got the, I don't know, the temperament for it, the patience. Still hands. You both suffer from very ticklish feet. Ah, I know that feeling. You'd love a foot rub and chocolate, or a foot rub in chocolate. Filt. Ali, you haven't got the patience either. I know it's mad, isn't it? There's loads of things. I watch things like The Repair Shop, or I did anyway. Not seen it for a while. Watching someone spend like 3 or 4 weeks just getting one little tiny thing right. I wouldn't. Or Lucretia, the woman who does all the art, the paintings, restores paintings. This little tiny brush, doing little stipples on it. Just get me a fucking big poster brush. There you go, sorted. Take it. Piss off. I haven't got the patience. Still surprised you can do it. Never mind for 4 years. Who was it? Was it Mandy? Was it you said this? Make videos or do something that you make videos about something you'd be happy making videos about in 3 years' time. Otherwise, you won't be doing it. Or in your case, stream out something that you'd be interested in streaming about in 3 years' time. If you're still doing it and you still bang at it, you must enjoy doing it. Which is why it goes down well on streams. Jackie and her cloven hoofs. Dead on. How do you fit your cloven hooves into skyscraper heels? Spent 2 hours today just getting a wing to stay in place. And you're not even working on cars. That I understand. But what kind of sense of fulfillment do you get when you finally make something like that work? Spent hours and hours getting it right, and now look at it is right. That's what it's all about, man. Has it flown round? You are enjoying it, you can't deny that. You know what, that's the thing that comes across as well. Whether it's people making videos or people streaming or whatever, if they're not enjoying it or they're just phoning it in, you can tell. When someone's genuinely passionate and excited about what they're doing, it comes across right. That was your little secret. Jackie, would it be your little secret if you didn't start selling them? Hoof picks on OnlyFans. It was about passion. Pick a topic you're passionate about now and will be in 3 years' time. That was the line, yeah, exactly. Because if you're not, or you won't be in 3 years' time, it will very, very quickly start to show and people just will not watch. And then when lads is up painting till 1 o'clock in the morning and there's people still there watching him, there's a reason for that. Because you enjoy it. And you can tell that you're enjoying it. Even though you might get a little bit frustrated at the time with it, you can still tell that you're enjoying what you're doing. And you have the crack with people. That's brilliant. Whereas if you were just pissed off with it constantly, nobody would watch. So you're doing something right. Let you know when you get something right. You get loads of stuff right. Don't be putting yourself down, man. Jinxie is 5'3". Your feet must be child-sized. They must be. Do you get them with the? You don't have to pay VAT. You do your own kid stuff. Like me ma. Me ma who said she shot up when she left school. Shot up to fucking what? 5'1.5". What were you before that made you shoot up to 5'1.5"? Yeah. Look at all the models you've done. You've definitely done things right. Absolutely. A size 5. What? How? Been collected for 25 years, man. Never mind a plaque for 100,000 subscribers. Doing anything for 25 years, you deserve a medal for that. You do need a broad shoe to get your hoof in there. That's why, obviously, yeah. They're tick. Definitely a hobbit, definitely. Same with Vic and dog. She's been dog mad since she was a kid. That comes across when Vic does her stuff. Genuinely, when she talks about not just her dogs, but animals in general and dogs especially, it comes across. Someone who knows what she's talking about, enjoys it, has got a genuine interest. That anything like that comes across on screen. Just don't pretend. People will get found out straight away if they pretend. You see the things that need going back over. The 10-man unit you're currently doing on Mondays have loads of mistakes. But you know what though? Whether you've made mistakes or not, you've done them. So you're not that lazy for a start, are you? You've actually done them. Going back over and fixing them means that it's improving all the time. Continuous improvement, which is the shit we got hammered into us at work all the time. People don't even start, or will spend... YouTube channels are brilliant for this one. Spend 2 years planning what the YouTube channel is going to be all about. And like the mate who just started last week has already got more subs than I ever will do, because he just went, fuck it, here's my camera. They started, you didn't. Fucking start. Size 6, Ali, oh bloody hell. Is that why you tripped over? Is that what it is? Wasn't the laces, it was you tripping over on your massive feet. Size 6 isn't massive, I'm just taking the piss. We wouldn't know. Now everything looks great. And you are your own worst critic, exactly, Mandy. I could have done that better is not the same as, well, I think it looks fantastic. Yeah, but I could have done better. Yeah, but that's what you think now. Whoa, hang on. Have we got thunder? We might have thunder. Casper, good evening. 4, 5 and 6 are standard women's shoes. They are indeed. Yeah, it's because you know what you're looking at's different. And also, like Mandy said, you're always your own worst critic. I could have done that better. Everyone can. That's why all the time there's always that little bit, just that little bit better, that little bit better. But it looks great already. Size 6, massive. Nah, I've got size 11s and my feet are small in this house. My dad's in a 12, my nephew's in a size 14. He's got to go to my goal to turn round. It's fucking huge, man. Like your knitting, you know before you start it won't be perfect. But it's exactly what you need. Jazz knitting, we've had this before, haven't we? If it's perfect, you may as well just go and buy it from a shop. It needs to be as good as you can make it, or as interesting as you can make it. Yeah, if it's anything like around where you are, we've got thunder. Sounded like it. But then there's a fella down there who's got a shitty American car that sounds like thunder. We'll see if it's thunder if I blow up anytime soon. 14, yeah, they're not fit. My feet used to be big according to everybody in the world, and now they're standard size 11. It's bizarre. Enjoying it, yeah. Knitting, painting, whatever is better to be enjoyed rather than perfect. Absolutely 100% right. And the journey is sometimes more enjoyable than the destination. So whatever you end up with at the end in your hand, it looks great, well done. But what you've learned along the way and the enjoyment that you had in creating, I think is sometimes more important than that. Jenksy, how are the fur babies? In women, foot size is an indicator of pelvic size. The bigger the feet, the easier the giving birth is, right? Of course, that makes sense. Yeah, only a size 11. Only. And of course, your feet get slightly smaller as you get older. So I'll be in a 10 before I know it, and my nephew will be in a 58. Fucking massive, man. These don't even look like normal feet. They remind me of Sideshow Bob. You didn't know that? Obviously, the bigger the pelvis, the easier the baby slips out. Which is why men go for women with childbearing hips. Because the hips, the width of the pelvis, how easy it is to have babies. It's mad, isn't it? There's loads of that stuff, that natural thing that we don't actually deliberately do. We don't take any notice of what it is, but subconsciously we do. Size of the hips. Fair babies are all good. Dog's up sleeping with you. Charlie is out hoeing, toing and hoeing. Charlie, oh, she's dirty, yeah, la. Imagine size 14 with a narrow toe. Must be 18 inch long at least. It's mad, isn't it? They look ridiculous. Now I look pretty much in proportion. The height, the size of my feet, I just look normal. He doesn't. He's about 5'10" with size 14 feet. Clown. Don't quote, it might be an old wives' tale. Old wives' tales are normally true. They only become old wives' tales because the ones that don't work and aren't right get deleted. And the only ones that get given from mother to daughter to mother to daughter to mother to daughter and down the line are the ones that are true. That's why they're old wives' tales. Helen said because she's a size 8, does that mean she's got a big... But no, of course not, she hasn't. She's beautiful as our Helen. Don't be saying that. Charlie Chaplin. The Little Tramp. Aye. Is that why you named it? We Chazza chaps. Charlie Chaplin, you white tramp, you. Wet hair doesn't give you a cold. Can do. Because, and this is the reason behind it, if you've been wet and you're out in the cold, if you were dry and were out in the cold, you could get a cold. Because people in cold weather normally have colds. So it sort of makes sense. That's not the cause of it, but it's one of those, if you go out in the cold, you might get a cold. Doesn't sound quite as good as, if you go out in wet hair, you're going to get a cold, yeah. Yeah, 5'10" with size 14. Does he have a residency in the Big Top? He should do. He's a fucking clown. Big feckin' Aegis. Are we talking shoe sizes we are? What do we think is the average in the UK? You're a UK men's 9. You think that's about average? Went to school with a guy called Hans. He was massive. His mum was about 6'3". Right, used an EU size 53. That's an 18.5 in the EU men's size. So we're talking a massive UK size. 53, yeah. If I'm 40 something, I used to 45 and 11 or something like that. That was just to stop you going out with wet hair, yes, exactly. Sort your hair out before you go out. Otherwise, the same as, if you swallow chewing gum, it'll wrap itself around your organs. Well, it can't because it's going nowhere near your fucking organs. It's going into your stomach where there's acid. Acid will get rid of it. UK men's size, yeah, I got that, mate. Cold weather doesn't give you a cold. Richard Hammond proved it in a documentary. Cold is a virus, it is. But you'll find that the virus spreads during winter times, doesn't it, a bit more? So if you go out in the cold, there's more chance of bumping into someone who's got the bloody cold. But it is right. I remember watching that. It was a really interesting... Was it three episodes in the series, was it? Really enjoyed that. I love stuff like that. BBC should make more of that. That's tennis rackets in UK side. It bloody is, isn't it? Huge. You would have to get shoes like that made specifically, or go to the States and find wherever the NBA basketball players get theirs done. They used to say you had violin cases for feet. They're fucking barges for feet. If you swallow apple pips, an apple tree would grow in you. Despite the fact that trees, of course, need, soil, light, sunlight. It's mad, isn't it? Although saying that, the wind changed and my face did stick like this. Not for long, no. Not swimming after food, mainly because growing up's like a nap after lunch. Yeah, you do have to be careful, depending on what you've ate. If you go in too quickly, you might end up with a sore stomach, but it's not going to help you fall to the bottom of the swimming pool or nothing. Yep, same with orange pips. A lot, man. Yeah, the wind It did change. Look what happened. I have to go to shop at a large and wide. Very popular place to shop. Great minds, absolutely, it is. Great minds think alike. Only because I've been asked that question many a time in my life. Did the wind change and your face look like that? Yes, that's exactly what happened. Arthur face. Yeah, nice one. Talking about that today with the plastic surgeon. Yeah, have you had any issue with it over the years? Yeah. With it being from birth as well, most of it. I got bullied. Bullied big time in school. Funnily enough, the bullying stopped when I reached 6'4" and 15 or 16 stone. That seems to stop overnight. Bizarre, that, isn't it? Oh, suit you, sir. If you tune in the TV, you go blind or square eyes. You will damage your eyes and you'll go square because you'll have to wear square glasses. That was the theory, wasn't it? You do need to be careful. Eye strain. Got to be careful looking at screens. And you'll also go blind if, well, you know, the lads know what I mean. Kids are cruel. No, these were the teachers, Jinxie. These were the teachers. No, they are horrible. It's also partly what made me as quick-witted as I am now. I am genuinely quick-witted. No, I don't show it on here, like, but I am very, very quick. So I used to be razor sharp. If someone had a go at me, I could make them look stupid in front of their mates. That is one of the things that makes people climb down very, very quickly. If you make them look a tit in front of their mates, oh, fucking smash your face in. Now leave them alone. You've lost, lad, you've lost. Don't be a tit, just leave the lad. Brilliant. Met a few Arthurs, yeah, Arthur jobs. Arthur job bobs. Arthur. Coffee, oh my god, the coffee is adorable. Come on, you bastard. Get off the screen, you bastard. It's a long one, this, isn't it? Horace has a nice scratch. A proper baloo against the tree scratch on the jukebox in a minute. There you go, there you go, there you go. Giving it a bit of a scratch. Go on, lad. And the leg. Giving it a bit of leg. Go on, lad. You're doing Pilates. Another scratch. There you go. He loves it. Horace loves it, man. On the Furlitzer. Have a nice cup of coffee. Oh my god. Also look out for what you inhale. In 2009, a Russian was admitted to hospital with trouble breathing. They found out he'd inhaled a fir tree seed, and a 2 centimetre or about an inch long fir tree had started growing in his lung. Successfully removed. They can sprout, but they can't grow, can't they? Which is thankful. Otherwise, you'd have a tree coming out of the top of your head. Bizarro. Mondo Bizarro. Jinxie will have it, there you go. She's quite happy being up all night, you know. 4 o'clock in the morning, B&Q car park. Say no more. You won't sleep tonight, Steve. I know, it's fucking madness, isn't it? Some of the stuff that happens in the world. It's only a long animation because the percolation doesn't have to be short. Doesn't have to be punk style. Just sound. Have you seen that in a documentary? Was that on BBC Two? Or was that like Guns Don't Kill People, the rappers do? Be right back, no worries, lads. Even for Russia, it's pretty wild. Mad shit happens in Russia. Russia is like Jackass, but 24/7. It is absolutely insane. It's the old Wild West, isn't it? Which, ironically, Russia is the old Wild West. No rules, nothing. Just do what you want to do. You want to be in a camper van with an inside toilet at 4 a.m. Notice that though, it's not the house. It's definitely a camper van. It does sound good, to be honest with you, doesn't it? Out and about, a camper van, an old school VW camper. I'd love one of them. VW bus. Just go and park up somewhere by a lake. Wouldn't it be nice, as the song goes? Wouldn't it be nice? Would. Car park to car park. Dust to dust. David Blowie. You having that one, Dave? VW camper? No. No loo. No loo. Yeah. It's not. Yeah, it's there's too many windows, isn't there? You wouldn't be able to make one. But it's still nice. Plus, you know, being male, you can just jump out and pee anywhere, can't you? Which we do on a monotonous basis, males. From young to old, any excuse to jump out of a bus on the M1 and piss along the side of the verge or whatever. We love it. That one that Vic showed the other day, I can't remember what it was called, the small US camper, small by US standards. It would actually work in the UK. That's how small it was by their standards. That looked really nice, that. That'd be the kind of thing, be like having a K car over here, wouldn't it? A little K truck. They would be nice. I can see why she wants one. Just there and the 3 dogs and then hit the high road. Or the highway even. The high road's over in Scotland, isn't it? Read about another Russian that was picking berries in the forest when a bear attacked him. Earlier that day, his granddaughter had changed his ringtone to Justin Bieber's Baby, 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 Baby. The phone rang and the song frightened the bear. It ran away and he survived. That shows you just how shit Justin Bieber is. If even bears, hungry bears, don't want to listen to you. Curtains on the window. Oh, different curtains. Being male, we do open the window. Just open the window. Oh, no. That's just brought back a memory. Fucking hell. A memory of an away game with Dick, the owl fella. Someone had peed in a bottle and was trying to pour it out of the hatch. The sky hatch in the bus, doing 70 mile an hour down the motorway. And it was pouring back in. And you could see on his glasses. Went, is it raining outside? Oh, fucking hell, mate. No, it isn't rain. It isn't rain. Yeah. There's a cloth. Wipe your face quick. Fucking horrible, that. Horrible. Horrible shower bastard, then, look. Funny, though. You'd run through. You've seen that done. You've seen that done. When you say you've seen it done, what? Get their nets up. It is always an away game. It is. Weird things happen on away games. Genuinely weird things happen on away games. Normally because you don't give a shite, do you? It's not your own hometown that you're destroying or despoiling, defouling. Yeah, oh man, it was horrible. Men pissing out of windows. At you? Is that what it is? Just in general? Oh, have we piggly dinged? Did we piggly ding? I think we did, didn't we? We did. Another piggly ding? I never heard that. Going to or home from concerts on buses, they do all the time, don't they? So say the M1 and the M6 are quite good for that. At some point, you'll just see a coach, a load of fellas pointing away from the motorway. But we can. Yeah, I think it did, because normally there's I can't even show you, can I? Or maybe I can. Maybe I can. because staff. See that thing there? That's your countdown. That's your countdown. If that's not on, it's piggly dinged. Counts down for 30 minutes and then bing ding ding. Loo break. Are you going for a loo break? We can do that. Pee break. 52 men on a coach drinking and the driver doesn't want to stop. Yeah. 52 men on a coach who've been on a coach since about 4 o'clock in the morning for some away games. Well, Norwich should be like that. Every game that you go to is going to be about 6 hours. There and back with a slab of ale each. You're going to have to stop. If you don't stop, the whole of the bus will be swimming in piss. And of course, we've all been there. All of us football fans have been there. The warning that you get when you walk on there, and there's always one who breaks the rule. No shitting on the bus. Everyone's got to go over pee in that toilet there, if there is one on there. No shitting in the toilet. Very ingenious stuff. Fucking hell, there's more memories coming back now. No matter how bad things get, do not pee into a plastic bag and then try and push it through the window, because as you're trying to push it, it just comes back in. I've seen that as well. Oh man. I have been very lucky. Up until recently, I have had the bladder of a camel. I can go for hour after hour after hour. Not an issue at all. Never struggled on one of those coaches. But, jeez man, I've seen some horrible stuff. Some horrible stuff with a capital horrib. I was going to say I miss going to the away games, but I don't think I do, to be honest with you. I've done my time. Went to plenty of Middlesbrough away games when I was a kid. A few FC20 ones. Loads of Everton ones. I think I'm over it. I like me home comforts. Well, I suppose that's what you get used to, innit? When's the shelving arriving? I haven't ordered any, to be honest with you, Ali. I'm looking at doing a couple of other things first. The shelving's going to have to wait. There is more pressing stuff that needs purchasing. But eventually I will get shelving. But the floor was still swimming. Men ain't that fussed about aiming straight, never mind on a bus. Some of us are alright. Some of us. Camping chair, that's also on the back burner. There's a few other things that need to be done first. The car needs sorting out first, and all my dicaments. I've had to buy more medical stuff today. So I have to take it easy. There's tech stuff that I want that's also going to have to wait. If bought at all. So just have to take it easy. Save some money, because I know I've got loads of shit coming up. What else have I got? The car's going to have to be sorted. That's going to cost a few quid, I think. If it was just a service, it might be about 180 quid or something, but I reckon there's a few issues. We'll soon find out, though. We'll find out. Might have a chair by next summer. Might do. Part of the idea of getting a chair was so I could sit in it comfortably and watch the air show, which didn't really happen, did it? I think the flower show was lovely this year and the air show was rained off. It's normally the other way around. Robot dog in the post already. It is. It's going to deliver itself. Not taking advice from someone who has to sit down to pee about aim. Absolutely. Although, to be fair, we all treat ourselves to a nice sit down wee, don't we? We lie about it, what we do. A miss piss, a sheepy. We all do it. Birthdays, Christmases. You have a nice relaxing sit down piss. Bliss. And when you're at boarding school, you're playing on a frozen pond. Inevitably someone went in. You biked with a ramp. What? One guy was so cold, he said, everybody who needs to pee, please pee on my legs. Are you sure that's what happened, or has he turned out to be a little bit odd? Any excuse. Pee on me. It'd be warm for a second, and at which point it'd be freezing cold, and that way you've gone from being freezing cold and covered in iced water to being freezing cold and covered in iced piss. That's somebody who enjoys getting covered in piss. That's all that is. Bit kinky. Google him. See if you can Google his name now. See what he's up to. Dodginess, I bet you. We're going for a walk in the desert. I'm thirsty. If anyone needs to piss. No. Very stinky too, yeah. Started with a kiss. Never thought I would drink your piss. You don't remember me, do you? It's not good. And also, is that also, why am I saying also so many times? Is that a fallacy as well? About getting stung by jellyfish, you pee on the sting. Didn't that turn out to be a fallacy? In theory, it's supposed to work, but in practice, it doesn't. So in the time it takes you to stand there pissing on each other, you could have gone to see the Coast Guard or the lifeguard or whatever it is. Could have sorted you out. It was a long way from home, from the pond, alright. Worst things, we filmed the Jackass-esque antics, so it's immortalised on film. Filthy beggar. It is true, it's not true. Make your minds up. I've seen somewhere that it is true, I've seen somewhere that it's not. Information, misinformation, disinformation, that information. There's too much of it about. And that's the kind of thing that I'd want to be 100% sure about before I was running around the beach pissing on people. I know it's different for you, Jinxie, because you quite enjoy doing that. I'm only joking. There was a thing about bee stings curing cancer. Say what? Nature has got some mad shit, hasn't it? Genuinely some really mad shit. Like that episode of MASH where they used boiled tree bark to cure some kind of itchy inflammation on people's skin, allergy stuff. There's loads of that about. Why? Because this stuff developed to combat other things that are around you. So if you get touched by one thing, that is developed to try and sort something else out, and this thing develops to sort that out. It's a botanical arms race, and it works. So much of what we use nowadays comes from nature, and then we just find a way of synthesising it, like paracetamol. Most of that did come from natural ingredients, didn't it? I've still got to try nettle grabbing live on camera. Just watch him suffer. Watch him suffer. The pee on stings turned out to be a fallacy, and salt water is better. But you were told that if you stepped on a weaver fish, then to pee on the foot. Is there something in there that, I don't know, is it alkali, isn't it? Is piss alkali? It's one of those, isn't it? It shouldn't be acidic, it should be alkali, I think. That is supposed to help, but I don't know. I just don't want to go around pissing on people if they don't need it. What was the difference between misinformation and disinformation? If you are misinformed, you know something that is wrong. You are unfortunately misinformed. Disinformed just means you are deliberately given incorrect information. So if, for example, half of us thought that pissing on yourself helps sort out jellyfish stings and half of us didn't think so, we will be peddling, or half of us will be peddling misinformation because we haven't got the correct information. However, if we were told by someone else, deliberately told by someone else, if you get stung, piss on each other because it's for their benefit, that's being disinformed. There you go. Dis, deliberately. Remember it that way. Dis, deliberate. It's naughtier, it's nastier when it's disinformation because they are deliberately doing it. They're trying to. Russians do it all the time. Bloody Russians coming over here, inhaling shit. Although Alia's got it 100% right. I would say is that's the cherry on top of the cake. That, you know, as if you really thought about it. You know what? I would say it's the difference between the letter M and the letter D. I would say, if pushed, I would say the letter M and the letter D. If I had to take a punt, I would say a woman was sick and didn't know she had Lyme disease. She was near the end and got the strength to go outside, and she was attacked by tons of bees and the venom turned out to cure her. What? Right? So we don't know. Although you can't really... That's not the kind of thing you can do deliberately. But if you do it and it accidentally cures you, you can then do some tests. But yeah, stuff like that. It's mad, that, isn't it? That is mad. What else can cure you, though? What else is there? Must be something else out there. I don't know. Tickling a badger. Does that cure something? It must do. Inhaling a hummingbird. Got to do something, haven't you? You knew the bee thing was something. There's something in bee stings. There's loads of chemicals in bee stings, obviously. There's the painful stuff. Isn't there an anticoagulant as well, or something? Or a coagulant. One or t'other. So there's always stuff. Nature creates these things. We just take them. Nettles and natural antihistamine. Yeah, I have seen that. You don't have to grab them to do it, though. You can make nettle tea, and that also helps. So, of course, the antihistamines that we buy over the counter must have come from a synthesised version of whatever's in the active ingredient in nettles. Nettles do sting. If you tickled a badger, it'd rip your face off. I know, but you'd end up on the internet, wouldn't you? I mean, let's face it, you'd end up on the internet. You'd go viral if nothing else. Willow bark, aspirin, there you go. I've had my aspirin today to make sure my eye doesn't explode. The bad eye, the Brad Pitt eye, the soon-to-be Brad Pitt eye. Wonder what's going to happen. If I go in, will he recognise me? Hi, I've come for my appointment. Who are you? Swoon. Why's your voice changed? What if the badger liked it? They could do. Maybe that's what's happened. Maybe badgers just miserable bastards or angry and narky because no one's ever tickled them. Maybe that could help them. That could bring them out of themselves. I'm not angry, I'm just so frustrated. All I want is a tickle. Tickle it, just a little bit. How do they find these things out about, like, willow bark and stuff? Because the ancients, old wives' tales. People back in the day would use something because they found by trial and error using this thing cures that thing. Well, we'll use that, but we can't use tree bark. We'll find out what the active ingredient is that helps it, and then we'll synthesise it ourselves. Sounded more like Sean Connery. Absolutely spectacular. Mandy, a badger has bigger claws than you. Oh, I don't know. Have yours grown back yet, Mandy? Are you letting them grow back, or are they just normal now? Not, American female sprinter nails. Sound like a Brummie saying pate. Brummies are good for stuff like that, by the way. If you want to know how to say Bilbao, the place in Spain, just get your brummy mate to read Lord of the Rings and he'll tell you it in seconds. Bilbao. You're lucky you haven't stepped on a weaver fish ever. All right. Oh, it's got barbs in it. Is this similar to like stonefish and that kind of shizzle? Huache. Huache. The winner is Huache. That's Huache. Huache looks great, man. Wasn't saddle sweat something? What? Fieri, how you doing, bud? How's life in Albania? How's things? Let's have some huache. That looks nice. I'd drink that. I would genuinely drink that. Is that hot or cold? Can you have it hot or cold? I'd have that. I would have that. I would have that. Oh, Fieri.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
It's there, level 4. Brilliant stuff, brilliant stuff. You love to see it. I'm good. Bloody tired, but I'm good. I've had a long day. A long day's divilling, as my mother would call it. You had a long day's divilling. And flirting with Northern Irish women. Obviously. Because they're all fucking easy. I'm only joking. There's nothing easy about Jackie, is there? Trying to sleep? Oh, you'll get there, mate, you'll get there. My soporific tones will soothe you to sleep. I used to have quite a nice voice, apparently. I'm blaming the stroke again. That's what it is. It's all down to that. American ladies especially seem to like it. Bizarrely. Why? It's just my voice. Well, it's got a rich tone to it. Fuck off, it hasn't. You were taught as kids to never go out into the sea without something on your feet, like trainers or neoprene socks. You don't know what's going to be out there, what you're going to be standing on. Definitely. Puts you to sleep regularly. Good. I'm doing everyone a favour then, aren't I? Jenksy. You want to drink something before sleep? Warm milk? Something nice, or a load of raki or something. Or a dolphin-friendly Earl Grey in a thermos because you're worth it. That is a good cup of tea. Well, I don't think the thunderstorms arrived. I'm sure it was thunder earlier on, but obviously nothing. Otherwise, I could put the camera outside, couldn't I? I'll go and launch that outside. With my little magnetic thing on it. Those are way better than those heaps of shit as well, by the way. DJI beats GoPro heavily. You try a drink, 4 bottles of water, 2 litres, that's too much. Cup of tea. Albania is still there. In fact, can we just... There you go, can you see it? You are on the board, Miss Ford. Is it higher than a 4? Is it 5.5? I forgot about that. They're magnetic as well on the back. Loads of magnets everywhere, man. When is high tide? You won't get thunderstorms at a high tide. Good question. I should know this. When is high tide? Oh no, that's not the right thing. Southport high tide, so it is. It's here somewhere. No, I don't want that. Fucking don't want that. Just tell me when it is. Next high tide is at 9:21. The tide is falling at the moment. That doesn't tell me when it is though. give me the times. Right. Right, so it would have been about 9 o'clock. Yeah, so we would have had high tide earlier on when that was kicking off. Send a pic of a Danish weaver fish. Yo, Danish weaver fish. Do not stand on one of them. They look horrible. That looks like a knife. Never mind a fish. Fish knife. Evil looking things. Evil looking things. Can you be a moderator of the channel? If you hang around long enough, Fieri, you might be able to. But only if you hang around long enough. Very few people get early moderator access. Trust has to be built first. Storms only come along the coast at low water. Couldn't say why. Come on, you can tell us, don't worry. No, there's got to be a reason, hasn't there? Yeah, got to be on for a while. There's people on here who've become moderators after 2 years of waiting, because you got to get to be able to trust them. Why would that fish be close to the shore? They're out looking at the fair, looking at the rides on the fair. Could be coming in to have a gag. Oh, the pier went on fire the other day as well, Southport Pier. Because they haven't bothered. I mean, there's money there to spend on it. They haven't bothered starting yet. Yeah, you're coming regular. But Jackie's been coming here for 2 years and there's not a moderator yet. There's loads. You gotta wait, man. You gotta wait. That's the way it is on this channel, unfortunately. You have to wait. Maybe, Jackie, maybe, if you're nice, if you behave yourself, might add you as a mod. We shall see. Yeah, but the pier went on fire. Gutted. Absolutely gutted. They need to fix it ASAP, Rocky. They really do. They need to sort it out. Sort it out. The money is supposed to be there from central government. Stop pissing about. Go and fix it now. And luckily, it wasn't... I thought it was someone setting fire to it. Genuinely, but it wasn't. It was an electrical fault. Yeah, only level 4. Look at Mandy's 49. Ali is 48. Yeah, go ahead, Ali. Ali out. There's a long way to go with this, man. Oh, 47. There she is. 47 and 49. Know what I mean? Long way to go yet. That's part of why we've got levels. You level up, you earn trust, you level up, you become bigger and bigger and part of the community, and then you never know. You never know, man. But I'm not saying no. You know what I mean? Just gotta hang around, man. That is a good cup of tea, that though. Is that stuck? Go on. Hoof it. Hoof it. I think it's stuck. I think the Juki's stuck. Giving it one to be a spanner. You are a spanner. Oh, shots fired. Now you've got to be careful about the amount of mods that you put on a channel. Very careful. Which is why I thought Vic was maybe putting too many on. That's her choice, not mine, obviously, but you need to be careful. She's my smooth too. I've changed that 3 fucking times today. What is going on? Right, that's been changed 3 times and it's just gone back to the previous one, so it's not my fault. Blame Botrix. Blame Canada. A useful tool. Ding dong. Why be a spanner when you can be a multi-tool? There you go. That should be written on a t-shirt somewhere, Casper. I think that would work quite well. Blame Jeff. Jeff is always to blame. It's not a Sunday though, so there's no Jeff. But remind me, I should start making I should start talking to Jeff about Sunday now. Get him over and done with. So it's not a last minute job. Last minute job, Bob. Yes, Botrix is playing up tonight. I don't like it. I don't like it. Don't understand it. Why are you being a bell? Why? It works, man, it works. Bumper stickers. Bumper stickers in the US, that'd sell a fortune there. Why be a spanner when you can be a multi-tool? Pickup trucks with the stars and bars. And that on the back. Guaranteed winner. I've got to do something. What have I got to do? Oh, I've got to exercise me face, by the way. Genuinely. Pull the lid down. The kind of stuff that would normally I get told off for doing. Keep moving it. Keep moving it, man. And I've got me eye juice to put in for later. I had a bit of eye juice earlier on. The exercises, alio. Literally pull the lid down. Because it needs to stretch. I need to get used to stretching. Pull the lid down. Bit of moving that around and about. It's crazy shit. I've got a pamphlet or a handout to read with loads of links. So it's going to take me a while reading through all the links as well. There's a website to go on as well. facialpalsy.org.uk. Loads of stuff on there. How to care for dry eyes. Exercises to do on there as well. Mandy has spent 24 days, 0 hours and 0 minutes. 24 days combined watch hours watching this channel. Watching just these live streams. And not even all the live streams, because I think... Did we turn Botrix on about 3 or 4 streams in? Should have been even more than that done back then either as well. Know what I mean? You'd say you'd have heartburn, but you've got no heart. What you've got at the moment then is swinging brick burn, haven't you? Rennie. That joke was, by the way, that was on porridge yesterday, I think it was. One of my favourite porridge jokes. I get heartburn if I eat Rennies too quick. Love that. Very, very Fletch. Still think I should get fake eyelashes to use as weights. Jess might have millions of those bastards. Is that an OnlyFans page? If the money's good, I'm up for it. You see, it's not the principle, it's the money. Do you know something now? My actual eyelashes are really long.
Piggly ding. Next.
Piggly ding, next. Almost every woman in our work at one point or another has tried to get me to put mascara on. Please, let us do it just once. No, Foxtrot Oscar. You'd look amazing. No, I'd look a tit. I'd look an ugly tit with mascara. Plus, I'm not a punk, nor am I a new romantic. Maybe once I look like Brad Pitt in a few weeks' time, maybe I'll do it then. 24 days you won't be getting back. I know, but what a 24 days they've been. What a 24 days. If it wasn't for the camera and internet, watching somebody for 24 days would get you into some serious legal trouble. It would. That's proper Murray Walker behaviour, that, isn't it? Proper stuff. How's the knee? The knee's sore. The knee. The ankle's sore because I rolled it getting out the car earlier at the end of my really long day. It wasn't even the end of my day. It was halfway through my bleeding day. But the knee's sore. The ankle's sore. Shoulder is sore. Wrist is sore. Everything's sore. I'm also looking like a naughty boy because I've had bloods taken and the woman who took them was an absolute butcher. The state of that, man. That's not human, that, is it? Oh, Electric Blue Mascara. I saw them supporting 8 Mile Radius in Toronto in 72. Maybe, baby. Are they going to do something about the knee? No, the knee's all right. I've seen the doctor about that. He said there's nothing wrong with it, apart from the fact that I'm in constant pain and I can't walk. Nothing wrong with it. It's no worse than they would expect from someone of my age, height, weight, and playing football for 30 odd years indoors on hard surfaces. So it's just, whether I had the stroke or not, my knee would be sore. Did the NI nurse? She didn't. No, it wasn't. It was a Wigan nurse. After seeing the Northern Irish nurse in Whiston, I had to go to Wigan, which is not near, but not far, and go and get my bloods taken there. Then come back home. So it was a proper little squarey, boxy drive. It's like a pair of eyes. Does it looks like a pair of devil's eyes. Also makes me look like, train spotting. Like I've been trying to find a vein in a railway toilet. They are excavating for blood. It wasn't even just an armful, it was the full lot. The National Insurance nurse, we'd call them a Nino. National Insurance numbers are known as Ninos within the trade. Nino. And a temporary National Insurance number doesn't start with 2 letters, it starts with 00. They get called no-nos. Ninos and no-nos. There you go. Interesting fact. The NI does pay for it. Yes, she's a very, very nice Northern Ireland nurse. Doesn't sound as aggressive as you do, to be honest with you, though. She might have come from, I don't know, a bit further down the road somewhere. A nicer area. One that doesn't have fucking bonfires every 5 minutes. But yeah, she was lovely. The other one as well, the other Irish nurse over here is fantastic. Just so nice being able to speak to someone, know exactly what they're going to do, what they're talking about, and not feel panicked. That really does help. As opposed to, something along the lines of, I can't find fucking vein. No. A working class area. Of course. Nice, you sound. In fact, all the people I've dealt with, every time I've been to any hospital, have always been sound. There's definite calling for that kind of thing. You've got to be a certain kind of dude or dudette to go and work in them places. They must see some absolute shit all day long as well. And yet, they're always quite upbeat, seemingly full of boundless energy. Bossing it. I think stalkers freak you out. You remember seeing a documentary at like 8 or 9 about the guy that stalked Björk? Did he stalk Björk or was he stalking her? Sending her bombs and stuff, plus he ended himself on a film. Back in 1996. Good year, that she brought a good album out in 96. If she was a nurse, I know it doesn't bear thinking about. You go in there with a headache and come out with a vasectomy, wouldn't you? I never asked for this. No one ever fucking asked for it. Get out. It'd have to be a prostate nurse. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah. Can you get off the mini the mini trampoline while you're doing the exam, please? And you're supposed to use KY jelly, not deep heat rub. Evil, evil. Yeah, finger up there. How's that? It's not even your fucking birthday. Sorry, I'm thinking about this far too much now, aren't I? Björk, man. Björk's fantastic as well. You can see why she was getting stalked. She seems the kind of person who would really get loads of stalkers. Slightly quirky, kooky. They always seem to attract lunatics, don't they? See, it's terrible, that, isn't it? Thinking about Björk getting stalked just to take my mind off Jackie wearing the glove. Up the old balloon knot. Actually made you scared. No. He freaked out and went over the edge because she started dating. Oh, yeah. A black man. It was Tricky she was seeing, wasn't she? Was it Tricky or was it Goldie? No, it wasn't. It was Goldie. The UK drum and bass garage jungle artist. Goldie. That's why she started talking with a bit of a strange Cockney accent. Oh, of course it was, yeah. He's from London. Tricky's from Bristol. You don't have the sympathetic nature to be a nurse. No shit, Sherlock. I can imagine you. Someone's breaking down and crying because they're at the lowest ebb. Fucking get on with it, you silly bit bastard, you. I haven't got time for this shite. I can't swallow tablets. Fucking down the throat. Now you can. Ali, I know you couldn't either. To be honest, I'd say I do think it takes a certain kind of person. Not everybody can do it. There'll be people who are mentally as tough as can be, physically as tough as can be, and couldn't do that kind of job. You've got to be the kind of person that does it. Has to be the kind of person that does it. You can't fall into it. It's a calling, not a job. Your approach would be brace yourself. That's your approach to everything, isn't it? You'd have to be, wouldn't you? And I know some of the nurses in the place over there, the most wonderful people you ever meet in your life, do not take any shit. And if you start wallowing or you don't do something, they'll be on you straight away. Who do you think I am? Think I'm your mother, do you? I'm telling you straight. So you might be alright, actually. Yeah. Yes, Jackie. Have a bedpan, please. This one's full. See, stuff like that. Again, I couldn't do it. They do it for a job, willingly, with a smile on their face. Wiping people's arses. Ah, not for me. You need a nappy. They do them in the hospital. Which is quite a kick to the old huevos d'amour when you got to wear something like that. I had to begin with. The first sort of, first week or so. My body was just, it couldn't handle itself. Didn't know what it was doing. So I did pee myself on the regular basis to begin with. So a nappy on that first week, and then I calmed down. I was alright. But then I was still struggling. I was covering myself in piss from the cardboard pee bottle. Oh man, horrible. You just want to mess around with prostates for 8 hours a day. If you love your work, you love your work. Yeah, an unsympathetic cold index finger attacks with the vengeful spite on a defenceless young man. Payback. The big payback. Talc your cheeks. Yeah, a lot of folk need them. It is normal in hospital. It's one of those things that you need to get used to when you are the person wearing them now. the affront to your dignity. You can't feel sorry for yourself. You can't be embarrassed about it. You just look around and everyone else that's in there has gone through similar things. Because I couldn't get up out of bed and go to the bathroom. I couldn't walk. I couldn't get out of bed. I had to get hoisted out. So everything you needed to do within the confines of the bed. It's not nice. Definitely not nice. Putty. Oh, no. It's the norm to get it at least yearly after 40. I think it's over 50 here, isn't it? You're alright until you're 50, at which point touch your toes and tell me that you love me. What you don't want is to have one of those doctors as well who's a piss taker. When he's stood behind you and you turn around and have a look at you, he goes, A friend of yours had an operation on Monday and another today, getting a knee operation. Good luck, good luck. If it's been bad for a long time, suddenly being able to, I know it's going to take a while to get over it, but suddenly being able to walk or being able to be a bit more mobile must be amazing. Fair play, fair play. I've never had an operation before. Never. So this is going to be my first one. My very, very first. And it's nothing important at all, is it? Nothing decent. Vain bastard. Bastard. Oh, dearie, dearie me. His knee operation was day surgery. You were really surprised? You can do a lot more nowadays. Keyhole surgery is really good. If you ever look at football players, you can tell the ones that were on the cusp, which were before and which were after. Anyone who had like a cruciate, they've got this big long scar down the front of the knee with the proper, if you had to get someone, like a kid, to draw what they thought stitches looked like afterwards, the scar, that's what it looks like on the front of the knee. Gascoigne's got a horrible, horrible thing on there. Obviously you can't do a replacement that way, but loads of people have had surgery, keyhole surgery, and it looks, you can't even see it's been done. Old school, it was just sliced, pulled aside. Oh man, horrific. When there's a great recovery, yeah man. That's a lot of stuff to get done, having your whole knee replaced. But if it's been bad and all of a sudden you've got this, it's a new lease of life, isn't it? Good stuff, man. Yeah, so here's for a quick, painless recovery. Onwards and upwards. And if he needs anyone to sponsor him during the Belfast Marathon, let us know. We can do that. That's what everyone does nowadays, isn't it? As soon as you get something fixed, I'm going to go for a run. 600-mile run. I'm not. I'm going to go for a sit down, I think, or a lie down. Will I be able to drink tea? Oh. I think my dad was hoping for a couple of new knees. As they're absolutely knackered from playing football. Too many cortisone injections. Not enough recovery time. So he's bollocks now. Other friend had a womb removed because of a very large tumour. Oh, bloody hell. Well, hopefully that's sorted everything out and she has a quick recovery as well. It's horrible, isn't it? So much going round. You know, so many people who are struggling or having operations and procedures and all kinds of bits and bobs. Wasn't cancerous. Yeah, tumours don't need to be, but they can still be an absolute pain, can't they? Massive cysts and things like that. Horrible, man. Your grandmother broke her leg twice in the 50s and 60s, respectively, and both times she had to stay in bed for 5 days for the cast of fully heart. Mad, innit? All that's changed as well nowadays. We've got different ways of doing things. Mad. You know, people who are playing golf a week after getting a new knee, and you also know someone who wished they'd never had the surgery. Ah, man. So it's ended up being worse. So Big shed the old surgery style. Big wound. Yeah, but thankfully it wasn't cancerous. Bloody hell, it's horrible, isn't it? Big old wound. Sometimes there's no way around it, is there? You have to get inside you, you do. My dad's heart surgery. He was cut from the middle of his front stomach. Not that he's got more than one stomach like a cow, you know what I mean? Cut on his stomach at the front, all the way round to the back, quartered, and then peeled. Fucking mental. You can't do anything else. What he was getting done, you couldn't do it like keyhole, you couldn't do it any other way. Some of the stuff you can do by going through the groin, can't you? Up the vein and sort that out. No, slice him right open. Horrible. And you know, like someone like that as well. Oh, she's only early 30s. Shit, man. But it happens. These things happen to people. All stuff pretty much can happen to pretty much anybody, pretty much any time, can't they? Strokes. There's kids under 10 get it. You know what I mean? Same. And we know, bloody cancer, a horrible thing, happens to everyone at any time in their life. It's horrific. We can only hope that whatever we get, if we get anything, whatever we get through safely and as smoothly as possible. And if you end up with a big scar, that's a small price to pay for being healthy, I suppose, isn't it? And if all else fails, go and get plastic surgery and look like Brad Pitt. But it's health, isn't it? Health's the thing. Health's far more important. They're saying Trump suffering from TIAs, trans-ischemic attacks. Wouldn't surprise me. And obviously it's 100% fucking nailed on, isn't it? He gets TIAs, I get the full hemorrhagic. Bastard. It would make sense because he just doesn't seem to be making any sense. If that makes any sense. Yeah. I know a few people have had TIAs now. Mini strokes. And that's sort of how they go. Just go a little bit daft for a few days at least. Whereas mine exploded. And that was it. No messing around, no warnings, no mini strokes. Nothing like that. Bang, straight in. And bits of my brain fell out of my ears. That might not have happened. It's not confirmed. No, but it looks... You can understand why people are saying it because it does look very sort of mini strokish. And he's also... If you see him on the back of his hand, they're all bruised. As if he's had a cannula in there constantly. So you never know. You know, a woman who had a few TIAs and has now got dementia. It affects even like a TIA, which is a mini stroke, which is just a blockage in the brain. Just. It's not the full-on head fart where the vein bursts. They still cause trouble. And if you've got... Loads of people have more than one, don't they, the TIAs? Every time you have one, it does more damage. And eventually, the brain must just go, I can't deal with this anymore. So again... Check your blood pressures, people. Check your blood pressures. And if they're high, speak to the doctor. Go and get sorted. Be right back, no worries. Because you don't want this shit, you really don't. No one needs this. Not being able to do anything. Talking to a fella outside Boots earlier on, who was trying to raise money or trying to get people to sponsor deaf kids. You know, you pay a monthly thing. Just talking to him about stuff. Our work's really good for this. For being good with diversity and making sure that anyone who works there has access to everything they need. So like loop line telephones, ones that when you pick the phone up it connects with the hearing aid, you can hear it really well. If you've got a presentation, there'll be sign language interpreters, all that kind of stuff. And he said, have you ever thought about learning sign language? Because you can do it in our work free of charge. So, well, it'd be great, but I've only got one hand that can work. I can't fucking sign with that, can I? pity, because I think that's something that apparently they're bringing it in where it's a GCSE thing. Fucking hell. Why is my brain gone? I'm talking about strokes, my brain's gone. A GCSE subject, you can learn sign language, which I think is a really good thing. Rather than learning French that no one's going to use, sign language can actually be used. Unless you go to France, of course. But you know what I mean. You did your stage 1 and stage 2 sign language years ago. Stage 1 and stage 2, is that your sign language, is it? It's good. Say, do you do it in our work? And quite a few people signed up for it via the union. And you got like paid time off, so you got an hour away from work once a week, I think it is, to learn. Loads of people signed up for it. Yeah. So I think it's quite handy. If you're in a room full of people and a handful of people you wouldn't expect can do sign language, it can help out that one person who sat there on their own, who's struggling. All of a sudden has got a load of allies in there. I think it's a good thing. Plus, if you're in a really loud pub or something, your mates at the bar, sort of, what do you want? Actual signs. Be sound, wouldn't it? So fair play to anybody who learns things like that. Fair play to you. You paid a further education school night classes. Oh, good on you. Good on you. It's nice, that. Was that for any particular reason, do you know? People who are struggling with the hearing? Or was it just something that you wanted to do? Either way, I like that. It's always good to learn more and more stuff. Your niece is a manager of a preschool, part of a course with sign language. Makes you proud when you watch her use it. I should think so as well, Steve. It's brilliant, that. And especially if you don't need to do it. If there's nobody in your family who's deaf, but you still do it anyway. And then being able to have a full-on conversation with someone, I think that's fantastic. Such a good thing to do. Did it because you were interested? Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. More people should be like that. Just learn it. Even if you can't do it perfectly, if you can do enough to have a little bit of a conversation with someone, or to make them feel like someone's actually tried, had a go. Brilliant. Fair play. Fair play to the both of them. To you, Jinxie, and to Steve, to your niece. Good stuff. Makes me feel a little bit guilty that I never learned, because we had the opportunity, we had the time. But then, yeah, I don't know anyone who's deaf. What's the point? And then I was on a team with a deaf lad. If I'd learned, I could have spoke to him. I still spoke to him anyway, but, you know, at times it was a struggle. He was trying to lip read, or he could hear a little bit with his hearing aid. Could have just had a full-on conversation. It's good, that, though. And it must be boss as well for kids. Kids especially. If they're growing up, and it must be horrible being a kid where you've got something that's not quite the same as everyone else. Because kids can be little bastards, can't they? If you suddenly walk in there straight away and somebody is on your side. Wonderful feeling, that. Waving hands instead of clapping. Yeah, we had a quiz team in the George when we had them. They were from the deaf school, the quiz team, and we did the same thing. Waving hands instead of clapping. We had something else as well. We had to do other stuff for them. Last orders, my dad had to go and do something. My dad being my dad. Last orders to the deaf school. He used to get a chalkboard, a little mini one, and write on it "ding, fucking ding," and walk around as though he was in like a boxing ring, and do that for them. Piss taking, but they were part of the joke. They loved it. Lip reading me must have been a struggle. It is, but I took me time, and I wasn't quite as bad as this at the time, obviously. But I'd always slow down. Don't speak Scouse, speak normally. But anything, me, is always a struggle. Lip reading, actual listening to, talking to, dealing with. Ali's back. Back again. Ali's back. Ali's back. That's what it's about. Inclusiveness, yeah. It seems to be like a dirty word. There's a few people in our work who didn't like it. All this bloody inclusiveness, what's the point? Diversity and inclusiveness. I said, it might not be an issue for you right now, but at some point you never know. Do you want to be on the outside when something happens to you? Or do you want to still be part of the team? People go out the way to make sure that you're sorted. Oh, it's not the same. I've had a few people where, but there's no point. And then something has happened to them. And then they've needed to be inclusivized, or the family has, and their attitude changes overnight. Jinxie, you're slipping. Night. Morning, Jackie. You did well. You did really well tonight. Fair play to you. Fair play to you. See what happens when you talk about sticking your finger up men's bums? You can stay awake for ages, can't you? She was excited. Excited of being a prostate nurse. That's what kept her up all night. You filthy beggar. But it's the inclusive thing. We've had it with people who tell jokes, the ones that are a little bit, on the edge, near the knuckle. The ones who have to look sideways in a pub before they tell you the joke. It's only a joke, and then something happens to the kid as a kid. Suddenly a grandchild comes along who's not the same as everyone else. The attitude has to change then, and everyone else's attitude around them has to as well. But you used to say it was just a joke. Yeah, but no, I was wrong. Of course you were fucking wrong. Like when we told you were wrong. Oh yeah, but. No, yeah, but. I always think, imagine what it'd be like if the jokes that you were telling were about your kid, or about your grandkid or something. How would you feel? Just don't do it. Tell a different joke. Joke about the Irish instead. They don't give a shit. I'm only joking. You know what I mean now? Oh, my knee is sore tonight though. I didn't put my stuff on it. I put my cooling gel on my ankle. I didn't put it on my knee. I might do that when we finish here. Throw some cooling gel on. You learned how to sign your name. Only used it once in a hotel you worked in. But you got to use it. That's a start, isn't it? Know what I mean? It's a start. You made the effort to learn at least one thing. Which, again, it's why if you go abroad anywhere, if you at least try to speak their language, you'll see the people are absolutely delighted, because English people normally, or British people rather, or British and Irish, don't normally make an effort to learn someone else's language. Not always, just not usually. And when you do, it blows their mind. They absolutely love it. Me speaking Spanish in Cuba or in Spain, or having a go, not perfect, but I could have a conversation. They loved it. Because you have a go. Thank you for learning my language. Why not? All your people have learned mine. Even if it's just a few phrases, they seem to love it as well. Which is why I'm pissed off with my mum and dad. Fecking idiots. They've been going to Portugal now for, fucking hell man, 25, 30 years. Something like that. 1990. Yeah, 30 years it'll be now, I think. 95ish. They can't speak Portuguese. They know a few words and phrases, but if I was going somewhere every year for 30 years, I would know the language. I'd make myself learn it. After the 5th or 6th year of going back, I am going to learn this language. And then for the 2 weeks that I'm there, I am going to get the people who I'm dealing with to stop just speaking English to me constantly. Just throw in a couple of phrases. Learn little bits, bit by bit. It's not difficult. It's not easy, but it's not difficult. And I suppose they weren't young when they started going over, which doesn't help. When you're young, you are a sponge. You can learn all this stuff really easy. A plumber like that always had a black joke when you see him. Then his grandson turned out to be mixed race. Yeah, he adored that kid when he arrived, talking about chalk and cheese. It, yeah, and then trying to explain to him, why weren't you like this before? And there's loads of people like that. But I say fair play to him. If you can change your mind or change your opinions, that's to be appreciated, I think. That's how it works, one person at a time. The worst ones are when that happens and their attitude doesn't change. And there's plenty of that. I mean, the song Madness, Embarrassment, was about Lee Thompson, the saxophone player's his sister, who got pregnant by a black fella, and the entire family just shunned her. So, no matter what happens, these are still your brother, your sister, your kids, whatever, grandkids. You've got to appreciate them. Whatever happens to them, look after them. You might not be happy with it, but you've got to look after them. Don't just turn your back on them. Boss tune, isn't it a boss tune? The kind of thing that it's not as much of a big deal nowadays as it was back then, but proper social commentary. A little snapshot of what people thought back then. Brilliant tune, fantastic lyrics, proper social commentary, social poetry. Same as Ghost Town. Still one of those songs that when I hear it, I go back to the 80s, late 70s, early 80s, because they nailed it completely. A little slice of exactly what was happening back then. And the sign of great art. If people can make songs, if you can make a 3-minute pop song about something horrific that happens to you, something that you would be embarrassed about. The family are embarrassed about the girl having a kid, whereas he's embarrassed about the family's attitude towards her. If you can still make a 3-minute pop song that got very high in the charts about something so personal, that is a work of art. Yeah, the tune stopped earlier on, didn't it? It was working at some point. Where is it? Order. There you go. There you go. And it's still working on here. Psycho Killer is on at the moment by your very own Talking Heads. We're all the same, man. We're all the same. We bleed the same colour. We have the same organs. Obviously, some are bigger than others, but you know what I mean. We're all the same. Colour of your skin means nothing. The worst people I've ever met in my life have all been white Brits. Because I live in Britain, and most people that live near are white, but you know what I mean? Nothing to do with your skin colour. Just how you are, innit? Kind of person you are. Knobheads are knobheads in every colour, shape and size. Don't think many people are there of Nelson Mandela until that song. The Special AKA. Free Nelson Mandela. Yeah, same as Steve Biko with Peter Gabriel. Power of songs, isn't it? That's how these things work. And there's been some really powerful songs like that. They become anthems. And when the whole world is singing it, it takes a very, very belligerent government to not give in to it, I think, doesn't it? But things like shipbuilding, Elvis Costello song, I love the Robert Wyatt version. But talking about the Falklands War and sort of the futility of shipyards closing down, having to then be reopened just to make warships, otherwise it wouldn't be open. Why close them down in the first place? Is that all we're good for? Providing the ships and the people to go and fight for you? You know, all that kind of stuff. It's good social commentary. I love stuff like that. And you know what time Hiroshima happened? Because you know the fellow who dropped all the bombs, don't you? I know you don't, but I'm going to say it every time that's mentioned. Did his watch stop? It happened at about 5 past. What the fucking hell was that? Horrific, innit? I watch a couple of YouTubers, vloggers who are Japanese. One's an Australian Japanese, and then two other lads who are from Japan. One of them is from Hiroshima. That place looks absolutely stunning. But they've not hidden what happened there at all. They've embraced it. This is what happened. We're not going to brush this under the carpet. When you come here, you're going to know exactly what happened here. OMD. Oh my days, yeah. The Birkenhead Balladeers. Enola Gay, yeah. Named after the, was it the pilot's mum or something, wasn't it? Mandy's mentioned this. She knew the psychotherapist who dealt with one of the dudes that was on there. Mad. That's a good tune, that. OMD were a boss band, weren't they? And then Andy McCluskey, the dickhead, went and formed Atomic Kitten. So he's gone from Enola Gay to Atomic Kitten. See? There's a link there, isn't there? It's 8:15. That's the time that it's always been. Yep. Good band, good tunes, man. The thing is, he looked like John Collins, or John Collins looked like him. I couldn't get my head around that. When John Collins was playing for Everton, just absolute ringer for him. And what more could you ask for than synth pop? And then the lead singer is playing a bass, swinging to and fro, wearing his dad's jumpers. Perfect. That was the time they dropped the bomb. Yeah, and I'm sure there's loads of people's watches that stopped at that exact time as well, wasn't there? The ones that weren't melted to a fucking crisp, like. That kind of thing happens all the time, doesn't it? Plane crashes, when you have a look, the watches that are on people's wrists, or, that are taken off them. I've got the exact time on there. It's mad. It's mad that we got to that stage, really, isn't it? As humanity, doing things like that. Weapons of mass destruction. Horrible, man. Let's go back in time and see how many different hominids there were. Yeah. Most people living on the northern hemisphere have about 4% Neanderthal DNA. I know a few people have got more than 4%, telling you. They have, yeah. There was loads of us. We all come from, there's little bits all over the world, really. People are people. We are just people, after all. We all suffer the same problems. We've all got families. All have the same issues. Doesn't matter what colour you are, what religion, anything like that. Every bastard has stubbed a toe some point, haven't they? We've got that in common. That should be the first thing we talk about. What have we got in common? Ever stubbed your toe? Oh, fucking hell, yeah, man, isn't it horrible? Or ever stood on Lego? Mind you, you're not going to get much Lego in, I don't know, the Serengeti Plain, are you? You might do, I don't know. Never been there. Everyone's stubbed a toe, though. That connects us. That pain. That's where primal scream comes from. Primal scream therapy is every bastard on the planet has stubbed a toe at some point and then screamed at the top of their voices. What about archaeologists finding tools in cave art from Neanderthals? About 50,000 years ago. It's mad, isn't it? I'd say finding humanoid bones, animals that crossed from chimp to humans. I understand all that. That makes perfect sense. What I can't get my head around is tools. How long ago they made tools. Things that would be recognisable to us now. How must that have been? The mental leap from just that to creating fire, to creating tools, to creating what is now the basis of societies. That it's the biggest move forward, obviously, fire and then tools, but it's insane how long ago it was as well. And every time they find something else, it goes back even further. We found people using tools 6,000 years ago. We found people using tools 50,000 years ago. And it goes back like, we found people using tools 6.3 billion years ago. Bizarre, man. Then you watch chimps using tools. They've developed ways of doing it as well. Mad, innit? Mad. Whales gone mad. And here I am, 2025, and I can't use tools. Because my hand doesn't work. Because somebody invented alcohol. That goes back ages as well, doesn't it? Alcohol. Well, fruit that was left out to go rotten. People suddenly realised that it got you a little bit, woo, hello. We'll do more of that. Man. Put man anywhere in the universe. Some little icy little no-mark moon somewhere in the middle of nowhere. Give it a couple of thousand years. They'll find a way of making alcohol, telling you. Steve, I just nodded off. Night, night. No worries, mate. Night to you, night to Helen. Hope you feel better soon. And night to our Ruby Doo. Yeah, imagine getting in a time machine and going back to those days. It'd be mad, wouldn't it? But since the dawn of time, hominids have used a rock to crack a nut open. It's going to be the first thing, isn't it? Just a big, something heavy kind of shite. Bang, that'll do. What do we do from there? You could do with it being a bit sharper. Let's make it into something sharper. And then it moves on and on and on. It's fantastic. Love all that. Here's a crazy fact. Until the Vikings found Greenland, they didn't have fire. No tree. So everything was eaten frozen. And still is a big part of the Greenlandic diet. If you didn't have fire, if you didn't have trees, you can't have fire. Didn't have fire, you couldn't cook anything, obviously, yeah. Obviously. And if that's what you're used to, if that's what your ancestors did. I mean, it's the same. Most Inuit, most sort of Arctic communities have something similar, don't they? They eat frozen stuff. Eating frozen whale blubber or whatever it is, like fucking lolly ices. Not me, man. Not me. Can you get Greenlandic Dominoes? I'll have a 12-inch meat feast with extra blubber. If not, why not? Whales gone mad. That's it, man. The world's just... We are one species. Just humans. Where you live changes how you perceive the world. Changes the colour of your skin, the colour of your eyes. Changes what you eat. I suppose stuff like that, but we're all humans. If you get on a plane and go somewhere else in the world, you can experience what they experience. You can eat the kind of foods that you wouldn't normally eat. You can live in a temperature that you don't normally get. That's why travel is so good. Why it broadens the mind. I'm all for it. I wish I could travel more, but I can't. Who knows tonight? Lotto, you never know. One of these days. Of course, once I look like Brad Pitt and the modelling money comes in, I'll be here, there and everywhere. Stood on Sydney Harbour Bridge, get me photo taken. Bit of blue steel. Be great. When the alien spaceship arrives in October, we'll see how united a species we are. Is one arriving in October? Have you seen that on Arrivals? Where's that? Yeah. Well, we're not united as a species. That's the unfortunate problem. We should be. We are just humans after all. And if the aliens come down, we can take it all or none at all. Cray, man. What's that? 1A Atlas or so. Oh, is that the there's something moving in the skies? What it is ain't exactly clear. Possibly. Could be them. Could be aliens. Could be the Quagars. Quagars. 2 A's. Quagars. Big Rock. What do you call me? Yeah, it's a asteroid, isn't it? Big meteor asteroid thing. But they reckon it's aliens. Until it gets here and they go, oh, it is literally just a big fucking rock. Big rock. You call me big rock. And what happens to the big rock? Breaks up into little rocks. Will it come all the way here though? Don't these things normally just end up smashing into Jupiter or something? That's what normally happens, isn't it? It's what happened with Comet Schumacher-Levy. Back, it was at 90 something, 96ish. When we got to see all these little bits of it, it broke up. And we got to see them hitting the surface. Almost live. Jupiter helps save us. We'd have been hit many a time by now if it wasn't for the gravity of Jupiter either sucking asteroids and meteors in or pushing them outwards. Disintegrate, what? It's from the Sagittarius system where the WOW signal originated from. Ah, right. Disintegrate, I was wondering what you're about there. Do you do? Break up into smaller rocks and then hit the surface. The smaller rocks, if they break up, turn into small ones. They burn up in the atmosphere, which is why you get meteor showers this time of the year especially. Little tiny bits bouncing off the atmosphere, and you can see them all over the world. So the WOW signal, so they reckon now W1A Atlas, sorry, 1A Atlas, why would 1A Atlas, because it came from the WOW system. 2 + 2 equals aliens. Aliens by Savage. I don't know, I don't think so. Be funny if it was though. Imagine that. Them just bouncing down on the earth. What are you playing at, lads? Why are you scouts? World's gone mad. Anyway, I'm absolutely exhausted. I am exhausted. Could be the Quagars. Could be the Quagars. Could be. Right, I'm absolutely exhausted. E.T. coming down. He is coming home. But not home. Home. What a spoiled sport, Mandy. Stream started 2 hours 52 minutes ago. No, it didn't. It started earlier than that. It's 2 hours 55 minutes ago. You are behind. I'm too tired to carry on. Exhausted with a capital Hex. Yeah, so when the screen is clean, you know what that means. Come on, dancing shoes on, one last little boogie. We can do this. And that's that.